Hi there, James Enos, artist and director of Exploring Engagement, Oceanside Museum of Art. The Oceanside Museum of Art's Exploring Engagement program is essentially a public artist platform geared towards bringing art out into communities and establishing relationships with art audiences that are not necessarily traditionally motivated by culture. The projects in Exploring Engagement lend themselves well towards navigating ideas about new community, not necessarily geographic community or long-standing communities. So the idea is that artists and artworks form a new type of public conversation loosely surrounding 5 key economic drivers of Oceanside's cultural enterprise. Those being associated with retail, so we have Armando de la Torre shopping mall intervention, those being associated with military. So we have a plethora of artists that worked across Camp Pendleton investigating themes associated with military identity and long-standing ties to Oceanside. Those being associated with transit. So artists working across mobile platforms or in transit corridors, visible platforms. Those being associated with San Diego's international relationship to creative community and creative city planning, and those also being associated with taking our broader relationship with the state of California and what California identity has driven into Southern California. The questions that we drive towards are: how can a museum participate in generating cultural awareness and a larger regional conversation outside of its specific geographic coordinates, which means a regional art museum has standing ties with the broader geographic areas of San Diego and its history. For the Oceanside Museum of Art, being the northern terminus of San Diego metro region, the institution imagined itself as in a curatorial role regarding culture and regarding community that can look all the way south. Oceanside serves as the entrance and the exit to and of all of these communities. The program has taken it upon itself to think critically about the region and holds a unique position or responsibility to really think about what a museum might try to author alongside artists instead of operating as an institution of display only. We have pursued working alongside artists in a residency program type of model where the museum would act as a steward for artist intentions and also, help incubate artist projects as a form of creative agency that could extend back out to the primary economic drivers. So in as much as we have Armando de la Torre working in a shopping mall, trying to provide an alternate point of view or shocking and dislodging or waking up kind of the monotony of consumption, or in so much as we have someone like Jeff Cunningham working across his fear of being a daily Oceansider with this transient mass of people that he's afraid essentially to talk to or looking for a way in. In the Port Journeys project with Yui Inoue, we have somebody working through craft in a really engaging way to offer up what can join us via our labor. A range of topics surrounding the domestic autonomy round, having an icon with a strong set of ideas inside of it provides an incredible conversation piece to engage others with and think about, like, what is the calling card to our region? What are we sending out there and what are we getting back? So artists, I think, like Owen Mundy and I Know Where Your Cat Lives shows a really unique way into thinking about how much of a trail we're leaving ourselves, or what our personal relationship to surveillance is through social media. A great point for how this is not geographically specific in so much as it is ubiquitous, as we're mediated by social media and technology. So that's an interesting way to think about community again. So art can be a mechanism, or creative project making can be a form of inquiry alone. It doesn't have to be received as an argument, right? It can work towards inquiry and work towards finding out who we are and what we share. It's a large team effort. It's a collaborative enterprise. It's a lot of different voices. It's a lot of different types of artists. It's a lot of different types of ideas, and all centered around a museum trying to be active, trying to shape or affect ideas in the present. So the Oceanside Museum of Art and the Exploring Engagement platform is very well seeking to learn and establish audiences as systems of relationships, unique and new systems of relationships, unique and new pursuits to establish shared values, not to just claim that we're aligned, but to search. Right? The Exploring Engagement platform is very much a search.